I'm Jennifer Vollmann. I am I'm an amateur triathlete. I'm also a coach, and I coach people doing triathlons and endurance sports, cycling, and running. Today I'm here getting lactate profiling. So I did the lactate profiling both on my bike and then also on the run to better understand my different training zones so I can better understand how to improve my performance both on race day and then also in training. These tests are a really great way to hone in on that to help understand where I want to go with my training for now. For the future. I also got a sweat test, which was shocking. The results were really surprising. So I'm really glad that I got that. What I assumed was my sweat rate and sodium content actually wasn't true at all. So that was great information to have. I started just as a brand new athlete and I really fell in love with the sport of triathlon. I was a new mom and I really lost myself in motherhood. And so triathlon gave me a way of rediscovering myself. I think there's a lot of people who, especially when we get a little bit older in life, lose focus as to who we are, and sports is a really great avenue to rediscovering that part of ourselves. So I've done now 11 full distance triathlons. I've competed in 4 world championships, Ironmans. I've competed in 3 extreme triathlons. I've won an extreme triathlon and I think 8 70.3s. I also really believe mindset's a really important part of this. So I think you can be as fit as you've ever been in your whole life on the race course, but if your mind is in the game, it doesn't matter. I work with people on how do you talk to yourself during races? How do you train? How do you build a mindset that can get you through any difficult problem that you might come up with on race day? I also talk about the holistic approach to wellness. So it's not just about how do you train your body, but like how do you become a better, healthier human? So it's what do you eat? How do you look at health? How do you move your body every day in a way that makes you enjoy life even more? Because it's not just about the race course, but it's about how do we enjoy life? How do we use sport to make ourselves better humans? I'm really big on adventure. I think sport is a really great way that we get to explore ourselves, explore our mindset, and explore the world around us in a really unique way. My big race coming up is the Himalayan Extreme Triathlon. So it's in Nepal, and it is the same distance as a long distance triathlon or an Ironman, but what you do in it is extreme. The bike has a lot of climbing in it. It has about 12,000 feet of climbing. And then the top part of the run goes up to 13,000 feet in altitude. It's going to be a very long race. And my goal is to make it to the very top part of that run course and hopefully be the female winner of the race as well. So it's a really big challenge. It's going to be by far the longest time that I've ever raced before, I think. And for the first time in a triathlon, typically the cycling is the longest leg. This where the running will be the longest leg, I believe. And it's in Nepal. So that by itself has lots of challenges that I'm really excited to take on. I think the most useful information that I got today was really where I need to focus going forward. I think that's going to make the most difference. So looking at where can I improve my specific training zones and to make sure I do more work here so I can move that over, and that will make me a better endurance athlete overall. It's a very fine-tuned suggestion that I will take a look at and I'll take back to my coach and we'll figure out what the training strategy is around that. Without data, it's hard to know what your progression is and if you're improving or not, if you're just doing it always by feel. So data is extremely important when you're doing programming as a language with a conversation and also just for yourself to know where you're progressing.